Sleep Gumbo here. Welcome to an episode of Guard Your Grill Boxing Raw Sports. If you're wondering why I'm not wearing shoes, as my man Coltrane would say, we like to keep it funky. In this episode, we're going to see the two extremes of polar opposites, but very quite the same individuals. We will watch someone coming from the bottom of the amateur ranks pursuing their first Golden Glove tournament, the Winslow Boxing Association Star 147-pounder, Dirty. On the other side of the spectrum, we will see Philadelphia's own Eddie Fast Chambers as he pursues a heavyweight championship. After being knocked off his pedestal from Alexander Povetkin, which was a guaranteed fight with Wladimir Klitschko, Eddie Chambers faces a tough opponent in Samuel Peter with a matchup that could possibly face Wladimir Klitschko in the future for a heavyweight title attempt. What do these two characters from opposite sides of the spectrum have in common? They're both trying to work it out. And as my man Tupac Shakur would say, this particular episode is strictly for my
pour out a little liquor for your homies. This one you want to go to the clubs. Support my man Dirty, Winslow Township Boxing League, incoming prospects. You know what I'm saying? These are the tournaments that provide some seeds to the amateur boxing background for kids turn pro. This is where you get your declarations from. This is a very historic gym. The previous fight, we had former trainer Joe Frazier training there. You're going to see a real strong prospect coming out of South Jersey. Enjoy the atmosphere, man. This is one way in, one way out. You know what I'm saying? Not getting patted down type joints, man. This is the dirty work.
What's up, y'all? This is GYGB, Guard Your Grill Boxing, your boy Docs.
Big Mike.
We're sitting here with my man Eddie Fast Hand Chambers.
That David Hay was considering until you
found
out the type of fighter that you really was.
Yeah, I think that's probably correct, you know what I mean? But, you know, David Hay, I'm pretty sure, you know, once he gets what he wants in the division, I mean, he's going to have to eventually face a guy like me because I'm trying to come to the title anyways. If he happens to get a title, then I'm going to be coming for that.
How do you think you can handle a guy like David Hay, you know, who says, well, they say has heavyweight power, but we know he has a lightweight chin?
I'm not even looking at the chin, you know what I mean? I'm a boxer by nature, and I can punch, you know what I mean? So, you know, that's something you wouldn't have to worry about. But I never had an opportunity to really fight a guy who was a boxer, sort of like David Ham. He's a little wild and everything, but he's a boxer, and he's not that much bigger than me. You know what I mean? Coming up from cruiser, so it would have been a nice like chess match. I don't really get an opportunity most times to fight guys my size, even though he's a little taller.
Can you give us the Bernard or the 24/7? You try to give us the political?
No. Look,
you know, he's a gentleman.
No. Yeah, but you know, he boxes. A little wild, you know what I'm saying? Gets a little out of hand with it, sloppy sometimes. But you know, he's. I'm trying not to be too politically correct, but I'm trying to be nice.
Did you happen to catch Vitaly Klitschko recently versus Samuel Peter?
Yeah.
What did you think about that fight?
Put on a clinic, but I mean, it didn't look great. You know what I mean? I mean, for him, honestly, it looked, you know, wiped him out every round. Vitaly, yeah. I mean, because he doesn't have the savvy of like lighter fighters and other kind of fighters, but he still blocked. It was a clinic. I mean, he took him out.
He has that Frankenstein approach that just overwhelms his opponent without any finesse. This sheer Frankenstein.
Right. So
if that's a word.
So it doesn't look like that great, but it's effective. Him and his brother both. They don't look all that great when they do it, but like I said, it's very effective, and that's why they got those titles.
Right. Planning sometime in the next year to follow suit and try to challenge for a world title again.
Man, it was. I wish I would have been able to do it, you know, beforehand, you know, around when Steve did his. But I blew my opportunity then, so now it's time to come up now. So definitely, 09, you know what I mean, whatever it may be, maybe 210, any of those.
You're referring to your loss to
Povetkin. Yeah.
Okay. How do you come back from a fight like that? I mean, what is it? Your mental preparations and your skill. What do you see the adjustments that you didn't make in that fight? The adjustments you can make now for?
Well, as far as adjustments in the beginning of the fight, as you've seen, I was in complete control.
Yeah, you was in
dominating the beginning of the fight. But so it's more mental than physical. What I got to really fix. And is to go back to the drawing board mentally and sit down and think about really what this means to me. The fact is, that was the biggest fight of my career, and I blew it. Can't let that happen again. So now, if I do, the fact that I'm young, I do get an opportunity to step back in there with hopefully another top-rated fighter soon and dominate him from round 1 to 12 or 10, whatever. Not round 1 to round 5 or 6. It's not gonna, that's not a 6-round fight. It's a 12-round fight. And you got to be prepared mentally and physically to fight all the rounds.
You recently came back on a Blue Horizon show recently, and you stopped your opponent inside of 5 rounds, was it?
5 rounds.
Yeah. Are you looking? I know Philadelphia has a lot of sparring, a lot of gym wars. Who are some of the guys that you usually work with to in terms of preparation for your fights?
Well, I had a fight with a guy maybe a couple months earlier, June 20th, where I worked with the world champion over here, cruiserweight world champion Steve Cunningham. That's one of the guys that I work with. I also work with Chaz Witherspoon. And there's various other guys of even lighter weights that I can work with in the city. There's a lot of tough guys, a lot of talented fighters, Yusef Mack, even work with my own brother here, Steve. And they're all helping me to get to the level that Steve Cunningham is.
That's good, man. Well, there you have it, man. We're looking forward to seeing Eddie step back in the ring again and bigger and better things from now on, sir.
Hopefully.
Always in your corner, supporting you.
Appreciate it.
You want to get me in the sparring, man? I thought y'all wanted to spar with me a little bit.
You too big.
Huh?
Too big, too strong. I ain't.
Guard Grill Boxing, Big Mike at First Street Gym in North Philly. Keeping it here with the Golden Glove tryouts, or the Golden Glove eliminations. Back at
representing Yeshua in Joe McMillan. In the blue corner, representing Winslow.
Hey! Show the jab, Dirty! There you go. There you go. Snatch that jab out there. There you go. Go to work on him. Go to work on him. Go to work. They exchanged them rights and he got the.
We have a winner. The winner is in the blue corner.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Hopefully there'll be a bright future for Dirty and the Winslow Township Boxing Association. Also, Eddie Chambers faces Samuel Peter tonight at 10 o'clock on ESPN. On a closing note, With the impending recession, as young Jeezy will call it, it's amazing how these very entertaining fights, not to take anything away from ESPN, but are not being picked up by the major premium networks. I, by the way, have Eddie Chambers pulling off an upset in a boxing expedition and a 12-round masterpiece. Based on the work and the blueprint set by James Toney, a boxer could stand in front of Samuel Peter with the proper slip game and give Samuel Peter some problems. But on the other side of it, Eddie Chambers must be in specific shape, excellent shape, and not get tired in the later half of the round. Because if he does choose to do so, Samuel Peter will find him and emphatically pronounce, "Who neck?"